Hey guys, I'm back. What a week. Can you believe everything that's going on right now? This is crazy. I haven't made a video in like a week or so. I mean, it hasn't been that long, but I haven't uploaded in like, my eyes twitching even just talking about this. I haven't uploaded in like a week or a week and a half, and it feels so strange because I've been wanting to upload, but honestly, it's like, I filmed like a pregnancy style video that I'm super excited to get out to you guys. I've been working on editing it, and that will be the next video, but it honestly just felt really weird putting out a pregnancy style tips video right now with the world looking the way it is and with California looking the way it is. I feel like I cannot put out content right now without like addressing what's going on and talking about where my head's at. It's crazy that even since the last time I uploaded, like, this coronavirus, COVID-19 has just like totally turned our world and our life upside down, and I feel so lucky that I don't have it and that I know of, and that nobody I know has it that I know of, but it has totally changed like our lifestyle, how we're living right now, and how I'm preparing for birth in 2 weeks. So I'm due in 2 weeks. I'm 38 weeks pregnant right now, and so understandably I'm kind of freaking out these days and trying not to. I'm actually right outside my doctor's office right now, and I'm about to go into my doctor's office. This is like the first time I've ventured out all week long. Christian's school has been canceled, and he's been home with us, with Jordan and I, all week long, and he's home all next week, and then I'm guessing just kind of until further notice. Jordan, thank God, has been able to work from home. His company actually sent everybody to work from home, especially now that the whole state is being advised that. So I feel so lucky I have that support, but it's made it really difficult because both of us have been working full-time jobs and watching a toddler all week long and trying to balance that all. And there's a lot I physically can't do, and my emotions are running rampant, and I've got a lot to share, a lot on my mind, and I know a lot of you guys are going through the same thing too. So it is now 10 o'clock and I am now running late for my appointment, so I'm gonna go into my doctor's appointment, hopefully get some updates on how my hospital is handling all of this. I don't have answers as to like who can come in the room with me. I'm guessing it's just Jordan. So I'm gonna hopefully get some of those answers, and then also check to see if I'm dilated today. So I'll be right back, but wish me luck. Okay, I'm back home now, and I'm hiding out in our playroom because Jordan is currently working upstairs taking a meeting, and Christian is napping on the couch, and so I'm hiding in the playroom trying to find a few moments of quiet and peace to film this. So I went to my doctor's appointment earlier, and it's my 38-week appointment. I'm now going weekly, and it was so strange. I get to the building, and they screened me before I went in. Like, I walked in and they're like, have you been here before? Who's your doctor? Are you a patient? Like, what are you here for? What's your health like? What's the health of your family and your household? What health concerns do you have? Like, totally understandable, obviously, why, but a different approach than what I've experienced even last week, what I experienced at my weekly appointment. So they screened me at the entrance, then they walked me back. I was the only patient in the whole building. Everybody had masks on. It's just like, and it's crazy how this world has just changed so much, even in the last few days, even in the last week. Like, this thing has just rapidly progressed, and it is like every day something's new and every day something's different, and it's super scary. And yeah, so 38 weeks, I'm dilated 0.5 centimeter, so not a lot of progress so far, which is totally fine with me. At this point, I am like, you know what, this baby can stay in as long as he needs. If I go to 41 weeks, that is fine with me right now, because I just kind of want things to blow over and calm down a little bit before I actually deliver. I'm feeling like super anxious these days. I'm feeling really on edge. It's really hard. Now I'm gonna cry. It's really hard and scary being this pregnant and this close to delivering with no family nearby and no family able to visit. You know, the people who were going to come and support are no longer able to. My son can no longer come to the hospital, and so, oh, and I feel so silly crying because, like, I mean, I'm hormonal too. Like, it doesn't help that I am so pregnant and hormonal and just uncomfortable, and I probably would be crying this much whether coronavirus was going on or not. But, you know, I feel bad complaining because I am healthy and I don't have it, and, you know, nobody I know that has been impacted in that way because of it, but I've just seen so much hurt caused because of this. And you know, our own plans have changed so drastically. And so, like I was saying, I learned today that my hospital's procedure, at least, is that, or protocol, is that I get one visitor, one support person. So that'll be Jordan. So thank God my husband can be in the delivery room with me, at least. Like, I cannot imagine having to deliver by myself. And honestly, things are changing so fast right now that at this point I'm just hoping that by the time I deliver in 2 weeks that I don't have to be by myself, and that they don't make any other changes, or that by the time this video goes out I don't have to be by myself. I asked my doctor today, like, if they anticipate anything changing over the next couple weeks, and he was like, I really don't know how we could make it more strict than it is right now, so I think you'll be fine. I think having one visitor will be okay. They said that when Jordan gets to the building, they'll screen him, they'll check his fever, or not check his fever, they'll check his temperature, they'll screen him, they'll give him a band, and he can come and go at least. Which is good, because I've heard of other hospitals that, you know, you get one support person and they can't leave, which is really scary, because we do have a toddler and we don't have any childcare for him right now, because our normal childcare is closed, and we don't have family in the area, and we do have friends. We don't have a lot of friends, to be honest. I have a handful of really close people that, like, I would trust, and you know, I've had so many people offering to help, which is so kind, but, you know, like, the reality of calling people in the middle of the night to take my toddler if I'm in labor, it's like, I don't know what that's gonna look like. And so I have one of my closest friends is like our baby POC. She is on deck. She's like ready to get the call in the middle of the night and you know, and take over. But like, even her, she's got a toddler herself, and so I can't just, like, I don't want to leave Christian in her care for a couple days and like have her responsible for that. So I'm thankful that Jordan can come and go from the hospital. So after I have this baby, you know, if he needs to come home and stay the night with Christian, he can do that, and I'll be on my own in the hospital, but that's fine. But I just, you know, he really wants to. Oh my God, I cannot believe how much I'm crying. I'm sorry, guys. But he really wants to see our son be born and be a part of that experience. And obviously that's what I want too. So I'm thankful he'll be able to be in the room with me, and then he can go back and support with Christian if he needs to after the baby's here. And, you know, I'm just like praying that this baby comes during the daytime and quickly. And that I'm not going through another 27-hour labor. And that this one goes faster and smoother, which hopefully it will, because it's the second one. And I know, you know, I opened up on Instagram a little bit about how things are feeling, and just like, I know so many of you guys are pregnant and going through the same thing and are scared. You know, I know that at the end of the day, a healthy baby and a healthy me, that's all that matters. Like, and once this baby is born, that's going to be the distraction we need. That's going to be the reassurance, and, you know, I don't know, like the bright light we need to see that, like, that's the purpose in life, and there's so much more than just this. It's just right now we're like in the thick of it, and it's just super scary. And I think the unknown is super scary. And I think that's okay. You know, that's okay to be afraid. It's okay to feel these feelings and cry. And I know there's people who are crying like this who aren't about to give birth, and who, you know, there's every spectrum of the situation right now, but this is like a common thing that everybody is dealing with, and it's just hard, you know. And I don't want to be a type of person who is like only showing the positive, and who's getting on Instagram and like, this time is amazing, and here's all my recipes, and here's everything I'm doing, and just only want to show you guys bright sunny moments, because like that's great, and like I wish I could be that person, but that's not reality, and not for me at least. And so I don't know, I know I'm blabbering, but I just don't want to be somebody who sugarcoats it and makes anybody feel like if they have moments of breaking down and crying, like that's not normal, because I think it's totally normal and totally understandable. And if you're breaking down and crying, it's okay, and I'm doing it with you. We're doing it together. But yeah, it's like I've seen so much hurt and pain, and I've had relatives lose jobs over this, and you know, not know how they're going to pay for their meals, and I've seen people who are like just feeling overwhelmed as at home, myself included, having kids at home and working full-time at home, and not knowing when our kids will be able to go back into daycare or school or childcare, or being out for the whole rest of the year. People like me who don't have family nearby, people who do have family nearby but are too afraid to go spend time with them, people who have had to cancel baby showers and birthdays and weddings. And I mean, we're not going to have a birthday party for Christian, or like be able to have anybody come meet this baby. And I don't know, because we don't have family nearby, I don't know when my parents will meet this baby, or when, my sister-in-law was going to come out and be here for the birth, and now she can't, and I don't know when she'll meet him, and I don't know when anybody will meet this baby. And Christian's not going to be able to meet his brother in the hospital. And I had this whole vision of like, my last moments in the hospital with Christian before it was like time to really get things going and like kind of send him on his way. And I was gonna have like, my last moments with my only there, and then he would get to meet his brother there as soon as possible. And like, that's not gonna happen. And that's such a like stylistic part of the whole experience. I know that's not the biggest deal, but it's just like, he'll meet his brother when we get home. That's okay. And I'll get those moments with him when we drop him off on the way there. And I think just the fact that like, I'm almost 40 weeks pregnant, and this is something we've been waiting for 10 months. And it now is really unknown how it's going to go down. And it's totally different than what I expected. And my maternity leave is going to be spent all locked up in my house and with no family visiting. And, and it's just like this chapter of my life is going to look so different than how I planned it. And it's hard to accept that. And I'm trying, guys. And I know it's like there's so much more to this than just me, but I don't know, maybe I just needed to sit in the playroom by myself and cry and talk to you. Like I said, it just felt weird, like making style videos and like hospital bag videos, and it just felt weird making content and like not telling you guys where my head's at, and not addressing this at all, and acting like it's not going on. Like that's not my style. That's not real life. It's crazy. Even like 5 days ago, my biggest concern was like, oh, my lashes are getting all jacked up and I can't get them filled, and oh, my nails won't be done for labor photos. And like that was like the big bummer for me. And now I'm just worried about like my responsibility as a citizen not to get other people sick if I'm unknowingly carrying it. I want to be a responsible person and a responsible member of society, but I'm also going crazy after a week of working full-time at home with my husband and my toddler here all the time, and trying to do both, and being so pregnant. Like, I'm so pregnant. My stomach is so big. I'll show you guys. That's my belly. Like, there's definitely a real sized baby in there. And so it's just like hard to do things. Like, it's hard to get off the couch and get on and off the couch and chase a toddler around all day. And I feel like my patience is wearing thinner than it would normally if I wasn't so incredibly uncomfortable and pregnant and scared about delivering and feeling lonely, and everything that everybody else is going through. So I don't know. I won't keep blabbering on, but I just wanted to update you guys. And also, like I said, let you know that like if you're going through the same thing, if you're having these moments of panic and being afraid, you know, it's okay. This is gonna pass. We're all gonna go back to a day where, you know, this is something our kids read about in school and learn about in their history books, and we're gonna be able to tell them about it and be really thankful for going out in public and going to concerts and events again. And there will be a time where we can go outside again and breathe the fresh air and see all of the amazing things, and crowds and maybe traffic and, you know, crowd congestion in California won't bother me as much after this. Trying to see the bright side of it, but and not cry too much for you guys. But I'm not gonna lie, being this pregnant and in a quarantine and on the verge of giving birth during this outbreak has me crying a lot these days, and I think that's normal. So I do figure, because this video is sort of about like prepping for labor, I will show you a few of the things I bought like just to get ready for labor. So last time after I had Christian, I did that video all about like postpartum care and postpartum essentials. Let me know if you'd like to see an updated one of that after I have this second baby, because I could definitely do that. But because I kind of know what's coming this time around, it's helpful because I'm sort of stocking up on like pads and Depends and like, you know, some of the things that will help me recover and hopefully make it a smoother process. I mean, selfishly, I'm kind of glad that like at least I won't have FOMO while I'm recovering this time. Like if I have to spend a month inside, at least I'm recovering from birth, so that's fine. But let me show you what I've picked up so far. Here's Christian sleeping. That does not look comfortable, but at this rate, it's like whatever, we'll get him to actually take a nap. Every time I cry now too, I'm like, damn it, like that's even less time that I'm getting out of these lashes. So I'm like, I need these to last as long as possible. So now I'm in our downstairs bathroom. So sorry, the lighting is like a little funky in here, and it's probably showing those bags under my eyes even more so. I have a couple things here, like on our little bathroom shelf, just in our downstairs half bath, that I've already put down here to prep for postpartum care, because what I learned the first time around is that it's important to have some, like a little postpartum care spot in like every bathroom of the house, just so you're not grabbing things and taking them from bathroom to bathroom and you're so uncomfortable, like whatever can just make it a little bit more convenient on you. So the couple things I have down here, I've got these Honey Pot postpartum pads. So I actually haven't tried the pads from this brand, the Honey Pot, but I've heard amazing things. My sister-in-law used them after she had her baby, and she actually just got the regular ones, and then I found that they have these postpartum ones, so I thought I would pick up a pack of those and just try them. They're herbal infused pads. They have wings. They're supposed to be really big, but they have like a mint cooling effect to them, and they have lavender and aloe in them as well, and they're really natural. Plus they're like a female owned company. You might have seen their commercials on TV. This is not sponsored, but I just heard that these were good, so I thought I would try them. I have heard that they can kind of like almost sting a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see. But you guys may remember from, if you've been following me since I had Christian, when I had Christian, I made padsicles, and I actually made my own like at-home version of these, and I put aloe gel and some other things on pads, and then I put them in the freezer. And that was great in theory, but it was a lot of work, and I didn't actually end up using all of them because I would put one on, it would relieve pain for like, you know, that 30 minutes or so, but they didn't actually hold a lot of blood, and it didn't actually, they were like relieving in the moment, but not long term. So I thought I would try some of these and start with a small pack, and if I like them, then I'll get more. Then I also grabbed some of this Earth Mama Herbal Perennial Spray. So this is basically like the spray that they give you in the hospital. Dermaplast, I think is what it's called. I actually have some of that left over from when I had Christian. I don't know if I should still use it because it's a couple years old. I know my hospital will give me more of it this time around, but this is just a more like all natural version of it. So this doesn't have parabens, it has no artificial fragrance or anything like that. So I just figured I would grab this, try it, and then I'm gonna, again, keep it in this like spare bathroom of ours. And then I also have a couple packs of these perennial cooling pad liners by Freedom Mom. So Freedom Mom has come out with all these awesome postpartum products like this that basically I DIY'd my first pregnancy. Like, again, talking about like the padsicles in the freezer, and then I would buy the little cooling pads from Amazon, the same ones they gave me in the hospital, and these are supposed to be pretty similar to those. So I have 2 packs of these, one for our downstairs bathroom and then one for our upstairs bathroom. And I know my hospital is going to give like cooling pads to lay, or like those little round ones. I'll insert a picture to show you what I'm talking about. That's what my hospital will give me for recovery, but then I figured little things like this don't help. Maybe I'll end up liking them more. Our house is also just like always a mess right now because having Christian home and both of us trying to tag team it with him, it's like just picking up one mess after another all week long, and it's driving me insane, but it's fine. And hoping this doesn't show you too much of my messy bathroom. But then in our upstairs bathroom, there's just like random toys laying around. So in our master bath, like off our bedroom, I have a big pack of these Freedom Mom Instant Ice Maxi Pads. So I haven't tried these before. Again, I don't think they even had these when I gave birth to Christian, but this is basically like that big ice block that they give you in the hospital, which I actually hated. So I hope that, like, this is what it's like, these big ice packs. And my hospital gave me these in the hospital, and then you wear them in those like mesh panties. Or mesh underwear, and I actually hated them in the hospital. They're not super comfortable, so we'll see what I think of these, but I thought, you know, it couldn't hurt to have some of these extra on hand, because I feel like my first time around I kept thinking I was getting better and like I was recovering, and then it would get more and more uncomfortable. So these are, it says they're 2-in-1 absorbent padsicles for postpartum recovery, and you get 8 of those big like block ice pack things in here. So I also grabbed just like a pack of these heavy flow U by Kotex pads, so that whenever I'm done with like all the actual, you know, you kind of got like stages. You go through like the ice blocks, and then you've got the Depends, which I have some of those stocked up in Christian's room as well. And then I've got like the big thick pads, and then you can like work into smaller pads. Birth is a beautiful thing, you guys. And then I actually, in our little like toilet room, it's like a private, you know, like one of those like rooms with just a toilet. Figured I'd just show you my own little setup in each bathroom. But in here I added some of this like Dermaplast spray. So this is what they give me in the hospital, and like I said, this is a couple years old now, so I probably won't use it, but if anything, I'm just reminding myself to have the setup. And then I added a Peri bottle as well. We have toilet paper here because Christian yanked the toilet paper holder off the wall, which is just fabulous. So yeah, I added one of these Peri bottles here because this is, I know my hospital is going to give me these, and I had these extra anyways. Obviously washed and cleaned. And then this time around, I actually got the mom washer from Freedom Mom as well. That's just already packed in my hospital bag, and I'll probably keep that in one bathroom and then just have extra Peri bottles in other bathrooms. Like I said, I really want to have a postpartum like little station in every single bathroom, and we have 3. But I've heard amazing things about the mom washer, so I may end up even just getting another one and keeping one of those in each bathroom as well too. But I did pick that up this time. I didn't use it last time, and I just have heard such great things, and the Peri bottles do get really old. So I mean, not like old and icky, but they just aren't as effective apparently. So I've got the mom washer ready to go in my hospital bag. Here's my comfy quarantine outfit today. I just got this hoodie from Vici. It's really cute, and I got matching shorts too, but they're too small on me right now because pregnant. And then I have these like fitted shorts on from Blanky. They're like the biker short version of their leggings. I actually talk about them in that style video that I filmed as well. So, but they're super cute and really comfortable. So that is my quarantine outfit for the day. And we finally hung the mirror. finally hung the mirror. I like how it's coming together. Oh, and then we've been adding like the cutest pictures to the wall in the playroom. So I added those cork boards I showed you guys for some of Christian's artwork. And then we got, actually I'll show you real quick. So I'm doing kind of like a little gallery wall here. I'm just gonna keep adding, as I find cute photos with a white frame, I'm just gonna keep adding them to fill this whole wall. So we have like a couple with cute sayings. We have Jordan's All-American thing. And then this is actually an article that was written about him in high school. So funny. So we have that on the wall. We just got it matted and framed as well, luckily before all of this craziness happened. And then the two boys' sonograms and Christian's little artwork. Look at this thing. On the last day when they sent him home, when they closed his school, they sent us home with this. And I was like, well, you've closed school until further notice, but at least we get this adorable little flower thing of him. And then we also added these pictures on this wall. You guys might remember these from his nursery at our old place. We had to hang them awkwardly so high up on the wall because this little chair of his, he'll stand on it and he likes to like drag his toys on the wall. And so we had to put them really high up, but I'm glad at least we're still getting use out of them in the playroom. Okay, but my camera battery is dying, and so I'm gonna go start editing this and try and get it out to you guys, give you an update on how things are feeling. I'm sorry it started off so emotional, but that's real life these days. So the good news is it looks like the sun is shining outside, so maybe we can get out for a walk later today or something too. But I hope you guys are hanging in there. I'm sending you strength and love, and we're all gonna get through this, and this will blow over, even though it's hard and tough right now. So I'm in it with you. I hope if anything, this helped you feel a little bit more normal if you're going through some of the same anxiety I am. And it's all gonna be okay. We're all in it together. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And fun videos are coming soon. So I'll have that pregnancy style video out, and then I am also going to film a what's in my hospital bag video. That's on my to-do list for this weekend, so I can get it out for you guys early next week, because I am still going to the hospital and I've got some knowledge from the first time around. So I will get that out to you guys too. Thank you for watching. Bye.